ladies, my name is Amanda and I am a teacher at Yoga Strong Studio in Canton, Ohio. Today we're going to be doing a well-rounded, just a level 2 Vinyasa flow class. So we're going to start right away coming into child's pose. So come onto your hands and knees, take your knees as wide as your mat, sink your hips back towards your heels and melt your heart and forehead towards your mat. If your forehead does not comfortably touch the mat, slide a folded blanket, or if you have a yoga block at home, slide it under your forehead. Just so you feel comfortable, your shoulders can release, you're not getting too much of a strain through the neck or through the low back. And just start to come into your breath, drawing big, deep inhales through the nose, and exhaling through the nose. Letting yourself sink into your mat and come into a mindset, a mind space on your mat, preparing yourself for practice. Letting go of your to-do list, of your worries, and just turning to your mat for some self-reflection. Three more breaths here. And then go ahead and inhale, rising up into your tabletop position. Spreading your fingers nice and wide, already like a down dog in your hands, in your foundation. So pressing into all 10 knuckles, all 10 fingertips. Coming into cow pose, you're going to drop your belly, melt your heart. As you inhale, lift your gaze slightly up. And exhale for cat pose, empty the breath. Spread the shoulder blades away from one another, tuck the chin. Inhale, pelvis turns up, sit bones turn up, cow pose. Exhale for cat, round through the spine, press the back of the heart up towards the ceiling. Inhale for cow, and exhale for cat. One more set, inhale, cow pose, and exhale, cat. Coming back to your neutral spine, tuck your toes under, keep your hands with your fingers spread wide, firmly rooting down into your mat. Begin to straighten your legs, press the top of your mat away, reaching your heart back towards your shins, and have a nice wide stance in your downward facing dog to start off with. So take your feet and spread them to the edges of your mat, and actually take your hands and spread them to the edge of your mat as well. Start to work the shoulders away from your ears. Sides of the neck are long and free. Continue that deep breathing in and out through your nose. Draw the navel up towards your spine. No sloping through the low back. Shoulders plugged in. Triceps rotate back and in. 3 more breaths here. And your last big inhale, and exhale it out. Shorten your stance a little bit by walking your hands towards your feet, shortening your down dog, cross your right arm underneath you, crossing it over to the outside of your left calf, bend your right elbow, twist and peek up under your left armpit. Keep pushing the floor away with your left hand, lengthen your left hip towards the back of the room, and breathe. Good, right hand down, left hand picks up, crosses underneath your body, to the outside of your right calf, bend your left elbow. Peek up under your right armpit, lengthen your right side from the wrist to the hip. As long of a line as you can draw there. Good, and then left hand meets the mat as well. Walk your hands all the way back to your feet. Toe heel your feet underneath your hips. Inhale, lift halfway and lengthen your spine. Draw the shoulder blades towards one another, navel up towards the spine, back of the neck long. Exhale, take a ragdoll pose. Grab opposite elbows, opposite biceps, and just hang the upper body over the lower body. Complete release in your upper body, and your lower body is grounded. So you're always checking in with your foundation first. Internal spiral through the legs, softness, a water element through your knee joints. Release in the back of the neck. Head is super heavy. 2 more breaths here. Good, and then hands gently come to the mat. Keep that slight bend, that softness in the knees, pressing into all 4 corners of your feet, and slowly begin to roll up your spine. Head rises last. When the head lifts, start to do some big shoulder rolls. So bringing the shoulders up towards your ear, and then moving down your back and go the opposite way. Good, and then bring the hands to the center of your heart. Maybe set an intention for your class here. Hands in Anjali Mudra. Bring your eyes to a close, taking an internal gaze. Your tailbone is dropping towards your heels, lengthening, low belly firm, but also soft at the same time, so you're breathing all the way into your low belly. 2 more breaths here, cementing your intention for your practice or for your day. Last big inhale. And exhale it out. Gently blink your eyes open. Inhale, hands reach out and up. Lengthen both sides of your body, and then exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift and lengthen your spine halfway, and then exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the hands out and up. Tailbone long, root into your feet, get longer, and then exhale, fold forward. Uttanasana, forward fold, nose towards the knees. Inhale, lift halfway up, find space, and then exhale, fold deeply. Inhale, root down to rise up, look up, exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Good, while you're down here, take your hands and interlace your fingers at your low back. Keep your elbows bent, and then draw your elbows towards one another. Draw your shoulders towards one another on your back. And then gently begin to straighten the arms. Take the hands away from your tailbone. Rinse and dig into your shoulders. Make sure the head is released. Foundation is strong, and breathe. Hands come towards your tailbone, and then they meet the mat. And begin to walk your hands back to the top of your mat, towards the top of your mat, coming into your downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Tailbone reaching towards the sky, navel reaching towards your spine, shoulder blades firm down your back towards your hips. Breathe in, and exhale, empty out. Inhale, heels lift. Exhale, bend your knees and look to the top of your mat. Step your feet to your hands. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen. Exhale, bow. Inhale, hands rise up. Root down, Urdhva Hastasana, hands to the sky. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, step back, high plank. Come to the top of a push-up and pause here. Keep drawing the pubic bone towards your belly button, tailbone towards your heels. Melt the heart a little bit between the shoulder blades and breathe. Keep reaching through the crown of the head. Take the chin away from your chest. Inhale here. Exhale, drop your knees to the mat. Bend your elbows straight back. Keep your hips lifted. Drop your heart and your chin to the mat. Hold here, shoulders still integrating on your back. Good, and then draw the heart forward and up, coming into Bhujangasana, Cobra pose. Toenails in the mat. Exhale, forehead down. Inhale, take your fingers wide off your mat, elbows to the sky, shoulder blades moving down your back. Cobra variation. Spider fingers to the floor, but you're still light in your fingers. In your hands, shoulders draw back, lift the crown of your head, inhale. Exhale, forehead down. Hands back underneath the shoulders, fingertips line up with the tops of your shoulders, and then inhale, rise into your upward facing dog. Straighten your arms, roll your shoulders back, press them away from your ears, turtle head comes out of the shell. Tops of your feet are lifted off the mat. Take a big breath in. Exhale, roll over your toes or tuck your toes and come into your downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. Already begin to notice and feel the changes that are taking place physically, that are taking place mentally. Breath is becoming deeper, more vibrant. Good. And then inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees, step to the top of your mat or jump to the top of your mat. Inhale, lift halfway up, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root down to rise up. Stand tall. Lengthen both sides of your waist. Exhale, Uttanasana, fold forward. Inhale, lift your spine halfway. Exhale, step back, high plank. Inhale here. Exhale, knees down, low plank, elbows bend straight back, heart towards the mat. Hover here, and then inhale, come into your upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, 3 breaths. One more big breath in. And exhale it out. Inhale, heels rise. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward, step or hop, find the top of your mat. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, hands reach up. Exhale, deep forward fold. Inhale, lengthen your spine halfway. Exhale, step back, high plank. This time, take knees, chest, chin, knees, or full Chaturanga Dandasana with knees lifted. Inhale, come into your upward facing dog. Exhale, come into your downward facing dog. 3 deep breaths. Perhaps practicing your Ujjayi breathing. Slow, controlled, and restricted exhale on the way up. Inhale, heels rise. Exhale, bend the knees, step or look or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root down, rise up. Firm into your base. Tailbone long. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, step back, high plank. Inhale here. Exhale, your low plank, whatever variation that is. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, heels rise. Exhale, bend your knees, step or hop, top of your mat. Last Sunday, as you inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, bow. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, heart lifts. Exhale, step back. Same exhale as your chaturanga, whichever variation you take. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts to the sky. Pause here, hips square to your mat. Shoulders still moving down your back. Full hand, full palm in the mat, grounding you. Rooting you down. Left heel still reaching towards the mat. And then exhale, bend your right knee and turn it up to the ceiling. Stack your right hip on top of your left and breathe here. Inhale, right leg comes straight. Exhale, step that right foot between your hands. Drop your back knee to the mat, uncurl your toe. Keep your right hip dropping towards your right heel. Squeeze everything into your center. Squeeze into all four corners of your right foot. Inhale, reach up. Anjaneyasana. Keep lifting up out of your waist. Melt your shoulders down your back. Take a little look up. Breathe. Good. Inhale, hands to the center of your chest. Keep the hips dropping forward. Exhale, take your left elbow to the outside of your right knee and press and work your palms together. So opening the hips and now twisting the spine. Gaze up over your right shoulder to complete the twist if that's okay on your neck. Use your core to inhale, come back to the center, reach up, look up. Exhale, hands to the mat. Tuck the back toe, lift the knee, step the right foot back, high plank. Inhale. Exhale, your low. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe here. Always check in with your breath in your downward facing dog. Know you can take child's pose whenever you need to. Beauty of the video is you can hit pause whenever you need to. Inhale, left leg reaches towards the sky. Keep the left hip facing your mat. Keep pressing both palms firmly into your mat, especially root down through that first finger knuckle. Breathe. Keep your left foot active and then bend the left knee. Stack the left hip on the right and peel it open. Left foot still active. Shoulders still moving down your back towards your hips. And breathe. Inhale, left leg straight. Exhale, step the left foot between your hands. Gently drop the back knee, uncurl the toe. Keep dropping your hips towards your left heel. Inhale, rise up, Anjaneyasana. Space in the lower back. Keep lifting up out of your waist. Drop your shoulders and breathe. Good. Inhale, hands to the center of your chest. Exhale, twist to your left. Right elbow comes outside the left knee. Work the palms together and look up over your left shoulder. Left hip still dropping towards the left heel. Keep the spine long, space in the back of the neck as you look up. And then use your core squeeze everything in, look up, reach up. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step back into your high plank, inhale. Exhale, low. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in. And exhale it out. Up. Exhale through the mouth, let it go. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees, step, hop. Handstand, maybe top of your mat. Inhale, lift halfway up and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Bring your toes to touch, leave your heels an inch or two apart. Knees stack over ankles, bend your knees, drop your weight back into your heels. Inhale, lift your heart, Utkatasana. Lengthen your tailbone towards the mat, relax your shoulders and breathe. Breath is super important, especially when we come to these fiery poses like chair pose, boat pose, anything where you're building that inner fire, Agni in your practice. 2 more breaths here, maybe sit a little bit lower. Big inhale. Exhale, fold forward, let it go. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen. Exhale, step back into your high plank, into your Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts to the sky. Exhale, bend the knees, stack the hip, roll it open. Breathe in. And empty out. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, step the right foot between your hands. Gently drop the back knee to your mat. Uncurl the toe. Inhale, rise up. Hands come through heart center. Twist to your right. Left elbow outside the right knee. Work the palms together. Right hip towards the right heel. Breathe. Come back to the center. Squeeze into your midline. Hands reach up. Inhale. Exhale, hands to the mat. Pick up your back knee. Step back, high to low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Breathe here. Inhale, left leg rises to the sky. Exhale, bend the knee, stack the hip, roll it open. 1 breath here. Inhale, left leg, straight hip square. Exhale, left foot between your hands. Drop the back foot, uncurl the toe. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, shoulders melt down. Lift up out of your waist. Hands come through heart center. Twist to your left. Right elbow finds the outside of your left knee. Work your twist. Squeeze your hips together. Space in the back of the neck. And then come back to the center. Lift your hands. Reach up. Exhale. Hands find the mat. Step back. Find your flow. Vinyasa. High to low plank. Inhale. Up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good, drop your knees wide here. Take child's pose. Same pose we started in. I'm just working that balance between effort and ease. Maybe grab a little drink of water. Three more breaths here. And then begin to walk your fingertips forward. Lift your hips, tuck your toes. Downward facing dog. Inhale, heels rise. Exhale, bend your knees, step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, lift and lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. Chair pose, Utkatasana, sit low, heart lifts high. Breathe here. Inhale. And exhale, fold forward. Lift halfway, inhale. Exhale, step back, high to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Exhale it out. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Exhale, step it between your hands. Drop your back heel. Pull your right hip back, left forward. Root into your base. Inhale, warrior one. Shoulders melt down. You can see your big toe to the inside of your right knee. Pull your right side body back without twisting or twerking through your left knee joint. So if you feel any pain there, you can feel free to just open your left hip a little bit. Better to have your hips not square than to be working the wrong way in your knee. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step back, vinyasa. Pause and breathe in your downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Exhale, step it between your hands. Back heel roots down, warrior one. Inhale, rise up. Left knee over left ankle, lift your heart, drop your shoulders, and breathe deeply. One more breath in. Exhale, hands flow to the mat. Step back high to low plank. Up dog to down dog. Good. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees, step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, lift halfway up and lengthen. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Good, so drop low into your chair, root into your feet. All four corners, even lift your toes off of your mat. So you're really rooting down in your base. Nice and strong. Bring the hands to heart center. Inhale. Exhale, twist to the right. Left elbow outside your right knee. Squeeze your hips together, your knees together. Peek up over your right shoulder and breathe. Detoxing, wringing out your body. Hips stay low. Inhale here. Exhale, fold forward, let it go. Toe heel your feet to hips distance. Grab your peace fingers and wrap them around your big toes. Inhale, lift and lengthen your heart, your spine. Exhale, fold forward. Elbows bend out towards the edges, towards the sides of the room, if you have that flexibility in your forward folds. Tune into your breath here. Keep your hips stacked over your ankles. You can shake your head yes and no, making sure there's no extra gripping or tension back there. Good, and then inhale, lift halfway, release the toes. Toe heel the feet back together. Inhale, chair pose, rise up. Root down on your exhale, lengthen your tailbone towards the mat. Hands come through heart center, inhale. On your exhale, twist to the left. Right elbow outside the left knee, press and work the hands together. Gaze up over your left shoulder and breathe. Notice if your knees are in line, if the weight's moving back into your heels, if your breath is calm, free. Inhale here, and exhale, fold forward, let it go. Toe heel the feet out to hips distance. Bend your knees as much as you need to slip your palms all the way underneath your feet. Even wiggle your toes on your wrists for a nice wrist massage. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, Gorilla Asana. Draw the heart towards the thighs. Release your kneecaps down. Make sure your feet are at 12 o'clock and the heels are disappearing right behind the toes. Breathe here. One more big breath in. And exhale, bend the knees, release the palms. Toe heel the feet back together or closer together. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway. Exhale, step back, high to low plank, whatever variation that is for you. Up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Exhale, bend the knees, stack the hip, and then flip your dog. So keeping your left foot, left hand down, right foot meets the mat. Hug that left shoulder blade into your body. Left shoulder blade tip into your spine to rotate your heart up to the sky. Let your right hand fall back, let your head fall back. Breathe here. Begin to make your way back into your three-legged dog. Right leg is lifted, inhale. Exhale, step the right foot between your hands. Keep your back heel lifted, rise into your crescent warrior. Shoulders melt down your back, heart is lifting. Pelvis is neutral, and you can have a slight bend in your back knee if you're feeling a lot of compression in your low back. If not, you're reaching through that back heel. Breathe in here. Good, and then bring the hands to the mat. Stand on your right leg. Left leg to the sky. Standing split. Good, keep your left hip facing the mat. Even if you know that's going to decrease the height of your leg. Keep reaching through your left heel. Relax the crown of the head down. Maybe if you want to work towards a balance with one or both hands wrapping around your right ankle. Breathe here, root into your foot, use your breath. Good, one more inhale. And exhale, bend the right knee, left toes to the back of your mat. Come onto your left hand, drop to the left pinky edge side of your foot. Stack your right ankle on top of your left. Lift your hips. And then peel your right arm to the sky. Press the floor away with that left hand. Look up at your right thumb and breathe. One more inhale. Exhale, make your way into your high plank. Inhale here. Exhale, lower halfway. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, left leg rises to the sky. Exhale, bend the knees, stack the hip, roll it open. Flip your dog. Left foot comes back. Be careful you don't knock your shelf over. Draw your right shoulder blade towards your spine. Left arm reaches up and back. Drop your head. Lift your heart. Knees in line with your hips. One more inhale. And make your way back, three-legged dog. Left leg is to the sky here. Inhale here. Exhale, step that foot between your hands. Squeeze your hips together. Keep your back heel lifted. Inhale, crescent warrior, rise up. Exhale, root down. Melt your shoulder blades. Breathe. Inhale here. Exhale, hands frame the front foot. Take off of your back foot, come into your standing split. Back foot is active, right toes active. You can work a balance, one or both hands around that left ankle. If you find this, make sure you firm up. Everything works together. Full body awareness. Breathe in and empty out. One more inhale. Exhale, left knee bends. Right toes to the back of your mat. Come onto your right hand, pinky edge side of your right foot. Stack it up, Vashisthasana. Look up at your left thumb if you can. Lift your hips higher if you can, and breathe. Left fingers are alive. Inhale here. Exhale, come into your high plank. Take a big breath in. Exhale to your low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, child's pose. Knees wide, hips back towards your heels. Breathe. Find that balance, stay connected. Maybe recall that intention that you set for yourself in mountain pose at the beginning of your class. Remember that reason that you stepped on your mat, the reason you're making room for change in your life. And 3 more breaths here. Then begin to make your way back into your downward facing dog. Check in with your alignments. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees, step or spring forward, top of your mat. Inhale, lift and lengthen halfway up. Exhale, fold. Toes touching, knees bend, chair pose, inhale. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, lengthen halfway up. Exhale, step back, high to low plank. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg lifts to the sky. Exhale, step it between your hands. Crescent warrior, rise up. Hands come to heart center, inhale. Exhale, twist to your right. Left elbow finds the outside of your right knee. Open your hands, left hand to the floor, right hand to the sky, look up. Keep your left quad lifted and engaged. Breathe. Squeeze into your center. Come back to your crescent warrior, reach up. Hands find the mat, standing split. Right leg down, left leg to the sky. One more deep breath in. Exhale, bend your right knee, left toes to the back of your mat. Come into your high side plank, pinky edge side of your left foot. Right ankle on top, right hand to the sky. This time maybe lift your right leg into the air. Flex and reach through your right heel. Inhale. Exhale, chaturanga, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. 2 breaths here, check in. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Exhale, step it between your hands. Crescent warrior, inhale, rise. Exhale, root in. Find your pose, squeeze your hips together, lift your core, drop your shoulders. Inhale, hands through heart center. Exhale, twist to your left. It's not even heated in right now, and I am still sweating profusely. So this must be a pretty detoxing flow. I'm wringing it out. Use your twist. Open your hands, right hand down, left hand to the sky. reaching the heels away from one another. Balance if you want to. Good, bend your left knee, reach your right toes to the back of your mat. Come onto your right hand, right pinky edge side of the foot. Left hand to the sky. Maybe left foot to the sky. Breathe. Hips lift higher. Energy in your left foot, inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in. Exhale, drop to your knees. Take your feet out to one side and come into Navasana, boat pose. So take that balance on your sit bones. Take your hands, slide them underneath your knees. Squeeze your knees together. Activate your feet, spread your toes. Draw your heart forward, shoulders back. If you want it to be more difficult, hands float outside the knees. Breathe. And this is that fire building pose, so if you started to cool down, you're rebuilding your heat. Good. Hug the knees into the chest. You're going to swing your left leg around. I'm sorry, I have like makeup in my eye. But we're coming into half pigeon. So excuse me wiping my face the whole time and make your way into half pigeon. Left foot is behind you. Right knee is outside your right hip line. I'm going to turn to the front. Inhale, lift your heart. Squeeze the muscle to the bone. Flex your right foot. And when you're ready, exhale, coming into your pigeon. You can fold forward if you want. You can lay forward if you want. Find some release. Let the breath slow if the pulse or the heart rate is up. Pigeon is the perfect place to find some peace in your day, find some stillness, let the waters calm, be still, so you can see more clearly to the bottom without all of that extra drama, that extra multitasking going on in your head. Begin to make your way up. Walk your hands towards your hips, lift your heart. Come onto your right hip. Swing your left leg around. Bring the soles of the feet together. Let the knees drop open wide. Baddha Konasana. Bound ankle pose. Grab your ankle or your big toe mounds. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, fold forward. Keep the shoulders on the back. Breathe. Root your sit bones down. Let the breath assist you in opening the body. Begin to roll up your spine and send your right leg behind you, coming into half pigeon on the other side. Left shin parallel to the top of your mat as much as you can. Left knee a little bit outside of your hip line. Flex your left foot to protect the knee. Make sure your right ankle is in line with your right hip. Walk your hands up next to your hips. Lift your heart as much as you can. Inhale. And then exhale. Fold, bow, surrender into your pose. Deep, deep cleansing breaths in and out through your nose. Begin to walk your hands towards your hips. Lift your heart. Come onto your left hip. Swing your right leg around. Take both feet straight out in front of you. Draw the toes back towards your shins. Push out through the heels. Move the flesh away from your sit bones. Straight back. Ground into the mat. Inhale. Lift your hands up. Dandasana. Exhale. Paschimottanasana. Heart forward. Reach for the soles of the feet. And breathe. Keep the heart reaching forward as much as you can, lengthening. Breath is long, assisting, and keeping the pose alive. Good, gently begin to roll up your spine, and we're coming into Shirshasana headstand, classical headstand on your forearms. If you don't practice headstand, come into shoulder stand or come into legs up the wall pose. And if you want to come up against a wall, if you need a wall to get that confidence in your headstand, more power to you. So pull your mat up against the wall and start to build that confidence. Good, keep your elbows under your shoulders, weave a basket with your hands, tuck your chin, place the crown of your head, or actually your power point right before the crown of your head to the mat. Hug the back of your head into your hands, tuck your toes, straighten your legs and hips go to the sky. Press and ground your forearms and your elbows into the mat. Walk the toes closer to the face. Bend one knee into your chest, and then bend the other knee into your chest. Balance here first. Activate your feet already. And then when you're ready, start to reach the heels up towards the ceiling. And hold your inversion for 10 breaths. Good, when you're done, begin to make your way into child's pose. If you're on your back, you can just stay there. Maybe come into Supta Baddha Konasana or Shavasana. then, if you were in child's pose, begin to make your way onto your back as well. Meet up with the shoulder stands and the legs up the wall, people. Hug your knees into your chest. Take little rocks right and left across your low back. Take your hands out in a T beside you and begin to drop your knees all the way to the right. Taking a supine twist and gaze over your left shoulder. Let your energy become a little more quiet, a little more reserved. Close your eyes. Soften. Bring the legs up through the center and then drop them to the other side. Gaze over your left shoulder. One last hug in, and then open up into Shavasana. Legs go long, take a nice wide stance, take up some space. Let your eyes come to a close and relax. You can extend your Shavasana from here as long as you like. Thank you so much for practicing with me. We hope to see you at the studio very soon. Namaste.